So, on a moonlit summer night, a group of friends set up camp near a remote and tranquil lake. They gathered around the crackling campfire, their faces bathed in the warm glow as the night air whispered through the trees. The mood was light hearted as they shared laughter and toasted marshmallows. As the flames danced, a hushed silence fell over the group, broken only by the gentle lapping of the lake against the shore. Jake, an adventurous soul, decided to share a suspenseful tale to heighten the thrill of the night. "Listen closely, my friends," he began, his voice low and mysterious. "For I have a chilling story that took place not too far from here." The group leaned in, their eyes glimmering with anticipation. They knew Jake was a master storyteller, capable of weaving tales that could send shivers down their spines. "Legend has it that in these very woods, there lies an old abandoned cabin," Jake continued, his words sending a shudder through the group. "It is said to be cursed, haunted by the restless spirit of a long-deceased hermit." The crackling of the fire seemed to echo with eerie undertones, casting eerie shadows on their faces as they leaned in closer. According to the tales, the hermit was a reclusive man who dabbled in the dark arts, Jake whispered. He made a pact with a malevolent entity, seeking eternal life. But instead, his soul was trapped in the cabin, forever condemned to wander its decaying halls. A chill ran down their spines as they imagined the lonely spirit, trapped in a realm between the living and the dead. One moonlit night, a group of curious adventurers ventured into the woods, determined to uncover the truth, Jake continued, his voice filled with suspense. Armed with flashlights and their nerves of steel, they crept closer to the abandoned cabin. The friends glanced at each other, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. As they cautiously stepped inside, the air turned frigid, and the whispers of the hermit's ghost reverberated through the cabin, Jake narrated. The doors slammed shut behind them, trapping them within its haunted walls. The crackle of the fire seemed to intensify, echoing the mounting tension of the story. The friends couldn't help but feel a sense of unease, as if they were standing beside the adventurers, immersed in the chilling atmosphere. Each room they entered held a different horror, as if the very essence of evil resided within. Jake's voice grew hushed. Dark figures flickered at the corners of their vision, and disembodied voices echoed through the corridors. The friends' eyes darted around the campsite, their imaginations playing tricks on them as the suspenseful story took hold. After what felt like an eternity, the adventurers discovered a hidden chamber deep within the cabin, Jake continued, his voice quivering with fear. Inside, they found a decrepit altar, covered in ancient runes and cursed artifacts. In a final act of desperation, they sought to banish the hermit's spirit once and for all. With bated breath, the friends hung on Jake's every word, their hearts pounding in their chests. But as they recited the incantation, a deafening roar erupted, and the walls of the cabin shook violently, Jake concluded. The adventurers barely managed to escape as the cabin collapsed in on itself, swallowing the cursed entity and its dark secrets. A silence enveloped the campsite, broken only by the fading crackle of the fire. The friends exchanged glances, their minds still immersed in the haunting tale. As they settled in for the night, the sounds of the forest seemed magnified, and each shadow took on a life of its own. They couldn't help but wonder what other mysteries and eerie tales lay hidden in the depths of the woods, waiting to be uncovered.